It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 6. And it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Barakak Wadash, peace and blessings to the elect, listening and learning, the Akim Wa Agwathium, and double honors to the apostles of Elder Apostle Great Millstone. Excuse me. Salaki, I'm still trying to get over this freaking cold. And double honors to the Elder Apostle of Great Millstone and the Elder Bishops. Much respect to the Badi Gabar Yo, for the houses and hedges, being Yash Allah to the marriage, and to the Gabar making videos of edification to wake up the Lord's sheep. And salutations to the elect scattered abroad that beat unto the speckled bird. So I opened up with Obadiah 1 and 6. It's because all the wickedness of the so-called white man, okay, the Edomites, are being exposed. In this short clip, it talks about the wickedness of Esau, deceiving and maliciously murdering the tribe of Gad, okay, and also the tribe of Reuben, and all the other northern kingdom tribes that came into the new world, right, from the Assyrian captivity. Excuse me. So I'm going to play this clip. We're going to add the scriptures. Just bear with me, Israel.
Europeans come to this continent, literally ethnically cleanse the indigenous population out of existence, kill them on a scale that has hardly been equaled, and refer to them as savages. That's an achievement. Who's the savage? The first time I encountered this was in a little town in Massachusetts called Deerfield. It's a reconstruction of what that little town looked like in colonial America. And in front of each house is a plaque that explains something about this house. And then description. On the 18th of October of 1702, the savages attacked. The first time I saw this, the savages. You come in here, destroy everything these people have, and they are the savages. That's an interesting move.
It is.
I hadn't thought of that before.
Think about it.
So as this this Edomite guy said, he was going into the wickedness of his people, of the seed line, and how they came and deceived the northern kingdom Israelites, all right, pretended to be their friend, learned how to till the land, so on and so forth. And, ultimately murdered our northern kingdom brothers and sisters. I want to get this real quick. I want to go into the Apocrypha. Excuse me. Oh, man. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8. And it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So when Esau, Edom came, into the land where northern kingdom Israelites came to settle after the Assyrian captivity, they came over with deception and murder. Israelite brothers and sisters from northern kingdom welcomed them with open arms, and taught them how to till the land and taught them how to survive, the harshness of the elements, so on and so forth. And what did Esau do? Tricked them, and then called them the savages. When Esau was the true savage, all right, the cave dweller, as it says in the book of Job, it says that they are children of fools, they are violent in the earth, So just straight up oppression, right? Let's get this real quick. I want to go into the book of Micah. I won't make this too long. I want to go into the book of Micah, chapter 2. I'll start at verse 1. Salakia. And I want to see how that sounds in the... Let's try the NLT. This is Micah 2 and 1. Now read down to verse 2. It says, What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking up evil plans? You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out simply because you have the power to do so, right? So Esau has the power to do so, okay, by the Yahawashi. Okay, Yahawashi was Isaac, okay, and he gave Esau the fatness of the earth and to rule it with the sword. This is why Esau has so much power for a time, okay, because the scripture says that the triumph of the wicked is yet before a moment, okay. Verse 2 says, when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. You cheat a man of his property, stealing his family's inheritance. And that's what Esau did, okay? Now, you have a lot of these Edomites that call themselves so-called Native Americans so they could take the land, okay? $5 Indians. But at the end of the day, Yahawashi has a judgment for Esau. Okay, it tells us in Ecclesiastes, I believe the 3rd chapter, it says that, let me just get it. I won't butcher it. Let's get it. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. It says verse 15, it says, that which has been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and Yahawah requireth that which is past. So Yahawashi remembers what Esau Edom did to the children of Israel, okay? The scripture says that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. And Malachi 1:4 tells us that Esau, the so-called white man, the so-called Caucasians, right, the so-called Europeans, because they were not the first Europeans, okay? They are the border of wickedness. So Yahawashi has a judgment, okay? I want to get something. This is Psalms chapter let's go to Psalms chapter 10, and let's jump down to verse 5, okay? This is speaking of the wicked, all right? Esau, it says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffed at them. So Esau puffed at all of his enemies, especially Jacob, okay? Because you got to remember, there were 2 different nations, and they were both fighting in the womb, Rebekah's womb. So they've been enemies since birth, okay? Yet verse 6 says, he hath said in his heart, which is the mind, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. So Esau Edom thinks, he's the man, okay? And no one could stand against him. However, we see that Esau Edom's power is descending each day, okay? All the nations are ready to take vengeance upon them, okay? Verse 7 says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. That's what he did to Gad. That's what he did to Reuben, okay? That's what he did to Issachar. That's what he did to Ephraim, okay? And Simeon, so on and so forth, okay? It says, I read in its entirety, he sitteth in the lurking place of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. So, Esau Edom did that against all the tribes, right? Southern and northern kingdom, okay? Verse 9 says, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. So Esau Edom, trap our northern kingdom brothers and sisters by what? Verse 10, he croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. So he bewitched, he tricked, okay? He faked being an upright man, okay? And tricked northern kingdom. But again, his wickedness is being sought up, right? Obadiah 1:6. And let's get something in, I think the precept to that is Jeremiah 49. Not Daniel. Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have covered his secret places. So Esau is being made bare. That means what? His glory is being brought to shame. Okay, all the wickedness that he's hidden over the years are being brought up each day. Okay, and Esau's shame is being exposed. Jeremiah 49:10 in its entirety. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have covered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed, which is his children, his offspring, his nation, is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay? And this is why you have a lot of Edomites, your new age Edomites, your so-called woke, right? Your younger generations going against their fathers, going against the older generations. Okay? The scripture says that the children shall be a reproach, all right, because of the wickedness of their fathers, roughly paraphrasing. This is why you got them saying, oh, my dad or my great grandfather was a racist, and I'm not for that. I don't see color. We're all colorblind, blah, 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 blah. Right? The scripture also says that his children shall seek to please the poor. All right. So, hey, man, Yahawah's prophecies will come to pass, and they are coming to pass as we speak. Okay, let me get a couple of scriptures. Like I said, I won't make this too long. What was it? Let's go. I think Psalms. Let's get something real quick. Psalms. Beautiful. This is Psalm 73 and verse. Let's start at verse 5, okay? Because you got to remember, Edomites, Esau was allowed to get away with this shit, man. He would murder the Israelites and get away with it, okay? This is Psalm 73 and verse 5. It says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, and violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, okay? So they don't give a damn about our struggles. They don't give a damn about the struggles of Jacob, okay? Esau feels that he's been betrayed and wants that birthright back. He said he is going to slay his brother Esau, okay? And this is why Yahawashi is going to have that vengeance. Let's get this. Let's go to Ezekiel, as a matter of fact, right? What is it? Ezekiel. Ezekiel 35. Instead of verse 1. Okay. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Mount Seir is the capital. Well, that should be the capital. It should be the kingdom of Edom. Okay. It says, and say unto it. So that means all Edomites. Okay. Say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch up my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay the cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. And he's going to do that with thermonuclear missiles, okay? The third woe. Why is that? It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, okay? In the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahawah, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and that returneth. So the Lord is going to destroy this place, all right? And hey, a lot of Edomites, the majority of Edomites will die, will perish. Okay? That's just how it is. So, I'm going to go back to Obadiah real quick. I want to get this in Obadiah. Obadiah, I think it's the 10th verse. Yep, right here. The Wadi Yahawashi Yahawashi. Let's start at verse 9. It says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So that shame, right? Going back to Jeremiah 49 and 10, when it says, I have made Esau bare. Okay? So the shame is covering him like a garment. He's exposed. Everybody sees the so-called white man for who he truly is, the red devil, okay? which is a byword that they placed on the tribe of Gad. You see that in that movie, that old Disney movie, Peter Pan. Okay, and they had that song of mockery called "What Does the Red Man Say?" Okay, I think that's what it is, right? What does the red man say? Something like that. But I'm gonna end off with this. I'm gonna stay in Obadiah and go down to verse 18. Okay. Nope. Let's start at verse 15. Okay. And I read down to verse 18. It says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." So this is referring to those heathen in Psalms the 83rd chapter that came together, all right, to conspire against the children of Israel and to wipe them out of existence. Okay. Verse 16 says, "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been." That cup, that drink is going into the cup of the Lord's indignation. Okay. His righteous indignation, his righteous fury. 17 says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions." So the Israelites will rule and take what was taken from them. And guess what? We're going to take what we want from the heathen. Okay. And we're going to possess the heathen. Okay. Verse 18 says, "The house of Jacob shall be a fire," that's southern kingdom, "and the house of Joseph a flame," that's northern kingdom, right? And it says, "And the house of Esau," the so-called white man, "for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahawah hath spoken it." So the Lord required which is past, and because of the perpetual hatred that Esau had for Jacob, guess what? All Edomites will be wiped out. And those who are taken out of those bunkers, they're going to be placed in captivity. And after 1,000 years, they will be blotted out. So, hey, as the title says, Yahawah, Yahawashi will never forget Eve's malicious treatment towards Jacob. So I'll play this again and cut it off.
Europeans come to this continent, literally ethnically cleanse the indigenous population out of existence, kill them on a scale that has hardly been equaled, and refer to them as savages. That's an achievement. Who's the savage? The first time I encountered this was in a little town in Massachusetts called Deerfield. It's a reconstruction of what that little town looked like in colonial America. And in front of each house is a plaque that explains something about this house. And then description. On the 18th of October of 1702, the savages attacked. The first time I saw this, the savages. You come in here, destroy everything these people have, and they are the savages. That's an interesting move.
It is.
You know,
I hadn't thought of that before.
think about it.
And with that, all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahasham Rabakakadash, Shalom.